Hi everybody, it's Careynme from Careynme Lifestylez. This little kitty patootie is Muffin, aka Macia, my daughter, but we call her Muffin and Muffin Mater, as we call you. She wants to get up right now and go back and play Sims 4. It's her favorite game, so like sometimes on Saturday she likes to be in her favorite nightgown and play her favorite game all day long. Say hi, Muffin.
Hi.
Tell everybody to subscribe to our channel.
Subscribe and like.
Tell everybody bye, Muffin.
Bye.
She's having a fun out right now. This is a Careynme production. My husband posted a little video just recently about our daily routine and how we wake up in the morning, the things that we have to do with the kids. And one thing that he pointed out to me before that I didn't even realize I was doing is that I tend to color coordinate our children, our bottom three that are still at school. And a lot of people, I would go drop them off at school or come to a function, and people will go, "Oh, your kids have on the same color," or I will post a picture of them like on Facebook, and people will go, "Oh, I love to see every time you post your children because they always having the same color." And to be honest, you guys, I didn't even realize I was doing it. I kind of put them in the same color because it's easier for me, not to make them match to make a statement or anything like that. It's just that if I found a yellow shirt for the 14-year-old, it was easier for me to find a yellow shirt for the 10-year-old and the 6-year-old. And that's kind of like how this all came about. And so most of the time, if you see videos of my children, you'll see them like in the same color scheme or in the same like kind of style of clothing. And that's only because it's easier for me. And then I end up doing it without even thinking about it. But it has made my life a lot easier because I hate searching for three different things for three different children. And I know some of you know how I feel. And even though I know some people will look and go, "Well, what is she talking about? Her other daughter is 14. Doesn't she find her own clothes?" And she does. But I tweak the things that she puts on. And she's even gotten better to where if I find something for the 10-year-old and the 6-year-old, she'll just look at what I found and she'll automatically go along with the flow, which makes things, once again, a lot easier. Listen, I'm always trying to find ways to make my life more simple because my husband and I started 15 years ago raising these 6 children. And 15 years ago, I think our son, LJ, was 8 or 7. 8 or 7, and he's the oldest one. And we had him, and we had Darshawn, and we had Miles, and they were 7, 5, and 3 when my husband and I got back together. And one day, my husband and I, real soon, will sit down on my couch and give you our love story, which is really kind of an interesting story that some people will like find hard to believe. But we had the 3 boys, and they were 7, 5, and 3. And then we had a daughter. 5 years after the youngest son. And now she's 14, and we had another daughter 4 years after her, and she's 10. That's the one that was on my lap that you just saw. And then we have a baby who's 6, and he's kind of like the handful because he's the king on the throne. So he's the youngest of 6. So raising 6 children has been a handful, shall I say, and very busy, but it's been one of the most rewarding things I've ever done in my life. And so my husband just wanted me to come on and tell you how I did, how I color coordinate sometimes, and how that ended up happening. And in the video that he'll show you, you'll see my 10-year-old in her Gap sweatshirt and my 6-year-old in a yellow shirt as well. And my oldest daughter wears uniform, which is just the school T-shirt and any bottom she wants, and even she has on her yellow Horace O'Brien Middle School shirt, which is, it's just kind of funny that I find myself color coordinating them all the time. I even do it at special events or like Easter or church and things like that. Well, this is going to be part of that content that I promise you that we're going to put on this channel. And someone said to me, not directly to me, but someone said in general the other day when I was watching YouTube, in fact, one of my YouTube stars that I like to watch in one of my YouTube families, and they said, "Well, what is it about your family that's different than everybody else's? You know, what do you bring to the table that's different?" Because of course there are many people that get on YouTube that have more than one child or that live a busy life. But I pretty much think that we're about as average and as real as you can get. We don't come from a lot of money. In fact, we're Careynme Lifestylez, godly living on a budget. I shop at regular stores, Ross, Rainbow, Gap, Banana Republic, Kmart. I shop everywhere. I don't think I'm on some level where I could shop in all these fancy places that other people, we can't even afford to do that. Um, I We have to budget our money weekly. We have to budget our money monthly. When you have 6 children and you still have 4 in the house, you can't just go out buying what you want to buy. And then on top of that, we feel like if there's anything extra that we do want, we work for it. And we work really hard for it. And we're not some people, like you would see some people get on the channel and you would look at their house or their apartment. And some people have worked their way up, but then there are others who you look at their house and their apartment and it's this big giant elaborate house or a big apartment that they got. And we don't have any of that. We live in a place called Ponciana Plaza in Key West, Florida, and it's not like some poor living or anything like that. But I always make fun of it, and my husband always laughs when I say I call it the rich people projects, housing projects, because that's kind of like what it is. But it's just like for people like who are, it's called like affordable housing, so it goes based on your income. But the salary where my husband is now, it took him 21 years to get there. So I just, what makes us different and what than anybody else, and what makes people who be able to relate to us faster than other people, because we're, like I said, because we're the real, and we're in a real apartment with real children without a lot of money, with your average life, and our children still have a good life because we work hard, and our children still do well in school and at the top of their class. And I'm back in college to be a teacher, and my 19-year-old son is in Full Sail University to get a degree in game art and game design. And our 21-year-old son goes to Florida Keys Community College, finishing his AA. And we have a 14-year-old who does everything in the book, and a 10-year-old who is a really smart kid herself, and a 6-year-old who's just starting out. So we're not these fancy people who have everything laid out to us. We do a lot of praying. We do tithe paying. We go to church. We teach our children about the Lord, and we operate on our faith. So that's what makes us different. We're godly living on a budget. I'm not afraid to take a Gap sweatshirt that I paid $7 for and put it on my daughter with some jeans, and then buy her a new pair of Converse out of Ross that I only paid $12 for. Not ashamed, not embarrassed. Look, you got to do what you need to do so you can do what you want to do. That's always been my line. Anyway, we hope to see you all soon. We hope you get to know us and our 6 children, and we can show you how talented they are, because they all play music and they all sing and we play. And there's so much that we want to be able to share with the world. So we hope we see you soon. We hope you subscribe. Like I said, I have in a previous video, I said I have about 200 subscribers, and my husband has a beat channel as well, and people have subscribed to our channel already, and some people have bought my husband's beats, and we just hope that our content grows and that we're able to share our lives with you. I have a lot of thoughts and a lot of ideas on things that I just want to be able to share, and I would love to get some of you guys' input too on a lot of stuff. I want to know what you guys think about certain things. That, do you raise your children the way you raise ours? Do you raise yours differently? Did you do something with your children that worked, that when I did something with my children didn't work? And maybe I can get some ideas from you, and maybe you can take some ideas from me too. And I want to be able to show you how you don't have to have tons and tons of money to look well, or your children to look well, or to take care of yourself. It just takes planning. It just takes a little effort. That's all. So hit that like button. Subscribe to my channel, Careynme Lifestylez, to my husband's channel, Careynme Music, and look out for us. And we hope to be seeing you really, really soon. And remember, it's not a lifestyle; it's a Careynme lifestyle. Have a good day. This is a Careynme production. This is a Careynme production.